Okay, so let's talk about the Grammys. I have it up on my computer because I need to refer to it. I'm gonna start with one comment that is pretty obvious. What is wrong with the sound, people? I played a gig at a bar that sounded better than this. I've played a gig at a teen venue that sounded better than this. So I'm just wondering what happened here, because this is the Grammys. I don't know how. I don't feel like they took this seriously. Okay, so let's talk about the nominees. So Gojira is one of the nominees, and that makes me so happy. I see them making this huge rise in the metal industry, and they are really awesome. They deserve it. And we also see Periphery in there, and I thought that's awesome. I mean, like, the metal industry is slowly but surely changing into, like, great things. Let's talk about the Metallica and Gaga performance. I think Lady Gaga, if anything, improved this show. Like, she definitely added a twist. No one expected it. It got people to actually care about Metallica. I thought their performance was really tacky. And I think that their new album is too. I think it's definitely Metallica. It's not as bad as like Saint Anger Load, but it's pushing it. It's too modernized, and I don't want to bash them because they're literally like my biggest musical inspirations. But I'm really glad that if any mainstream artist was to be playing with Metallica, that it was Lady Gaga. I think she does metal really well. I think her dance fits into it, her voice fits into it, she's got the looks, and I'm just glad that she was a part of this. I think this year Megadeth really earned the Grammy. I mean, every year Megadeth doesn't change. They're always gonna be Megadeth, and they haven't done anything that's like out of the fans' comfort zone, because most of Megadeth's audience is like stuck back with old music, and they're not trying to change their target audience. I can tell that Metallica is really trying to fit in with today. Let's look at the stage. This is it. I mean, like, this is what I mean by they're still targeting their genuine audience. Like, they still have the look. Why? Why would somebody have the audacity to play one of the most classic Metallica songs to reward Megadeth? Like, the irony of that in, like, I just think that's really passive aggressive of whoever decided on that. So I log on to Twitter and I see this tweet, and it's Dave Mustaine saying, "Oh, well, you can't blame him for not being able to play." I mean, besides all this Adele and Beyonce stuff, I feel like the Grammys 2017, the most dramatic scene, surprisingly, was metal, and, like, that's hilarious. So I want to credit Metallica for, like, one thing that I was impressed by. If I heard somebody screwing up that bad on my sound, I would stop the show before my song starts. I mean, I get they were at the Grammys, so they couldn't, but I mean, I just give them so much credit for playing through the song, like, easy as pie, when in their minds they were probably really focused and worried about, like, oh, what are you doing? Yeah, apparently the sound guy, manager, director apologized, and I'm not gonna, like, sit there and be mad about that and, like, blame them, because stuff like that happens. But come on, why on Metallica? You can't just screw up Metallica's sound. They have very precise sound. Okay, I'm done with that rant. Anyways, so yeah, Metallica's going on tour with Gojira, Volbeat, Avenged Sevenfold. I really want to see that show, and I don't think it's coming to Minneapolis, which is really sad, but I would drive the distance. Like, if it's in, like, somewhere in the Midwest, I'm gonna go. Pre-sale is out for most locations right now. My hair is really bumpy. I had a long day. I had to go to work and then school and work, and I'm just tired, and my hair looks greasy, messy. I don't care though. I obviously do care if I'm acknowledging it. You guys in the UK, I'm really jealous of you for having the Bloodstock Festival, because you literally always have an awesome lineup. It's gonna have Amon Amarth, Megadeth, Blind Guardian, Arch Enemy, Decapitated, Whitechapel, Testament, Obituary. I'm sorry about my hand motions. Is that annoying? Yeah, and other great bands. I think Hatebreed. Seriously, if anybody from the UK is watching this, fly me out. Oh my gosh. There's the Metal Fest in Portugal, and it also has Chelsea Grin, Arch Enemy. It has Rhapsody of Fire, Corpaclani, Whitechapel, Havoc. Does Powerwolf, Metal Church. Anyways, I really want to just move out of country just so I could see good concerts. I think I'm gonna come out with another video aside from the vlog pretty soon about how I set up my guitars. So for metal musicians that want to know, I'll post that. Anyways, I hope these vlogs are helpful. Give me feedback below. And I'm also adding like 20 more bands to the list. Stay tuned, y'all. I'll see you next Thursday.